live here today. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. I'm gonna try to put my phone down here. Actually, hopefully that works. That would be pretty cool if that just works right there. Hopefully, you all can hear me well and everything. But we're doing the Week 18 recap, and I'm actually getting mine out an hour before Tom Grossi and Brandon Perna go live for theirs. So let's do this. But I'm just gonna wait for a few people just to get in here before I start everything, just because I just started it kind of randomly. I didn't even put out anything saying that I was gonna do this. So I'll just wait for a few people, but whoever is watching right now, hello there. I am a New England Patriots fan, as you can see, but we're going to go over all these games. We had some fun ones, we've had some not so fun ones, but we're gonna get through it today. All right. And by the way, if this mic dies out on me during this, I do have another one, so I'll just have to make sure that it doesn't die out. But I guess let's just get right into it then. We had the Panthers and the Buccaneers, with the Buccaneers winning 14-16. This game was pretty damn close. Kind of thought the Panthers were going to actually win this one, but the Buccaneers, they came out and won it. They kept their playoffs alive for a little longer until what happened against the Falcons and the Saints, but yeah, they've been eliminated. The Panthers are in even with the loss. Yeah, it Buccaneers fans definitely not happy about that one. I can say that. But for Panthers fans, you guys must be pretty happy that you're at least in the playoffs right now. But yeah, I'm not too sure where the Buccaneers are going to go from here. I do know also with the Falcons, they did fire Raheem Morris. They also fired Terry Fontenot. Uh, that was a name I was having a little bit of trouble with last night trying to pronounce. But then I looked it up and figured it out. And then this morning, the Falcons actually got rid of their CEO, and I have a short on that actually that came out not too long ago. But yeah, the NFC South right now looking very weird because obviously with what I just said with Raheem Morris on everything, um, yeah, it was just not great. Thoughts on the Steelers win against the Ravens? Maybe game of the week. Uh, I don't know if I would say game of the week. A lot of people actually did not want to see this game as the last game of the season. Actually, that that is one thing I know for sure. A lot of people did not want to see this as the last game of the season. But from what I know, the Steelers, they're back in it, and somehow they beat the Ravens, who pretty much had that game, but they missed that field goal. Tyler Loop, uh, or as I think Tyler T Sports called him, Tyler Fruit Loop. Sorry, my cat's trying to attack my leg. I friggin' hate it. Vegas got their money. Yeah, they definitely did. But I guess since we're talking about that game, yeah, Ravens they just did not. Both defenses they weren't really getting much done. I know there was a interception from I believe both teams, but yeah, this one was kind of a hard watch if you're a Ravens fan at that last few moments because Ooh boy, it was wide right. And Bills fans are probably very thankful that they're not going to hear that anymore for at least right now. But yeah, that Steelers game was very very weird. It it's their money, Colton. um Also, we did have the game that I thought was actually going to be the Sunday night football game for this week, the Seahawks and the 49ers. The Seahawks winning 13-3 and officially getting the number 1 spot in the NFC. Sorry, Cat is still trying to get my leg. I don't know why you are doing this right now. Stop it. But like I just said, the Seahawks, they got the number 1 seed in the NFC, which congratulations to the Seahawks and Seahawks fans out there for watching your team actually get it this year. I love to see it. I know I have a decent amount of 49er fans that are fans of the channel that were not happy about this game. I I don't know. For some of these teams, their rivalry jerseys are just not it. Like they'll wear it, but then they lose in very horrible fashion. And I don't know. I don't really know what was going on with the 49ers that whole game, but ugh, just ugh. It was scary. Very scary. And then we had the Texans and the Colts. That one was a pretty close one, I can tell you that. Um what was the guy? Riley Leonard he was in. Um oh, hello. Uh I did see your thing pop up there. So, if you didn't think I was going to say hello, I did. But Colts and Texans. The Texans win this one 38-30. Pretty damn close game. Uh I think this one actually might have been game of the week, honestly. Uh there was two touchdown passes, I believe, to Alec Pierce, and then he somehow got ejected for literally bumping into the ref by mistake. That shit was stupid. Um Honestly, I had him on my fantasy team, but I forgot to put him in. But as soon as found out he got ejected for literally bumping into that ref for getting benched, I don't even know. I think he got tossed. It it was just stupid. I think that was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. But the Texans, they have been playing some pretty decent football these past few weeks. Obviously, too, we just went over the Steelers and Ravens game, so Steelers they're going to be going up against the Texans in the playoffs, and yeah, that one should be a pretty good game. But I think you guys might already know who I think is going to win that game. I'm not going to say it here, but you guys might know who I'm already going to pick for that one. You'll see it on Wednesday when I do my predictions for the wild card round. But yeah, that game was crazy. A game that was also pretty decently crazy was the Browns and Bengals game, with the Browns winning 20-18. And Jesus Christ, dude, I think there was a pick six and a fumble recovery for a touchdown that the Browns had. So most of their points were literally defensive points, which is actually pretty cool to see. Um but the Browns, they got a win for their final game of the season. The Bengals, I kind of thought were actually going to win this one. I thought they were actually having a pretty decent game. Obviously, with AFC North games, you never know how they're really going to go. But yeah, the Bengals I did pick to win this game in my predictions, but obviously that didn't really happen. But we all pick wrong sometimes. And honestly, it was so damn close that I couldn't even be mad at it. So, yeah. Then we go to the Falcons and the Saints. Falcons win this one 19-17. Obviously, I already mentioned that with that win, the Buccaneers were eliminated from the playoffs and the Panthers are now in. But the Falcons, they they definitely got the win. They kept the Buccaneers out. The Saints would have needed the win to actually kick the Panthers out and keep the Buccaneers in. So this game was literally Falcons and Panthers fans versus Saints and Buccaneers fans. And my God, did I love every waking second of it online, everywhere, because holy shit, man. I don't think I've seen so much friggin' talk in my life about football. There was so much going on. But pretty decent game overall by both teams. The Saints obviously did lose their winning streak that they had, which is unfortunate, but I do actually have high hopes for them for next season. And for the Falcons, as I already mentioned earlier, too, you guys fired Raheem Morris, Terry, uh, Terry Fontenot, and the CEO this morning was it crap, I forget the name of him at the moment, but I know I made a video of that earlier today. Um, Packers and Vikings. This one was a horrible game by the friggin' from the Packers. The Vikings win this one 16-3. Obviously, the Packers really didn't have many guys in that we really know of. I think really the only guys that I knew that were in were like Emmanuel Wilson, stuff like that. But probably, I don't know. I know that they probably were resting starters because of the playoffs. They did secure the number 7 seed in the playoffs, so they didn't really have to kill anyone in this game, I guess, but with injuries. But man, I kind of thought they were going to give up a better fight than that. And plus, that 3 points was literally, I think, in like the last few seconds of the game. That that it was just bad. By the way, I did get myself my Victory Monday coffee, uh, free coffee actually too, which is pretty funny. But the next game, in the game that I was actually very excited for, the Jaguars and the Titans. Jaguars winning this one 41-7, just belt to ass, just complete belt to ass. And Trevor Lawrence, he's been playing super good this season. The Jaguars team is probably the most balanced in the AFC right now in the playoffs. So I would definitely say no one would want to play this team right now. Obviously, the Broncos did lose to them actually earlier in the season, and the Broncos are the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So I know for at least the for the Broncos fans, they definitely do not want to play these guys right now. But Jaguars fans, I want to ask if there are any Jaguars fans in here. How you guys feeling after that win last night? And how you guys feel about being in the playoffs yet again? I know you guys aren't going to be going up against the Chargers like last time. The Patriots are actually going to be doing that. But I just want to know how you guys feel about that because I know you guys uh, had a little bit of a struggle the last few seasons, and now you guys are back. And I'm just gonna take a quick sip of my coffee because, oh shit, I've been talking just straight for 15 minutes and I have not stopped. Oh, that's refreshing, dude. Oh, that's so refreshing, and they actually made it good today. Um, Cowboys and Giants. The Giants win this one 34-17 to officially make the Raiders the holders of the number one overall pick of the draft. And honestly, I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I kind of felt like this game was going to be a lot closer, and I did feel like the Cowboys were probably going to win this one. But I mean, this game really had nothing really going for it anyway. There was no playoff friggin' hopes for any of these teams. But the Giants, they did their thing. Hopefully they can get better next season. Um I really do hope that. I don't want to see Jackson Dart and also uh how you feel about playing the Chargers. I feel a lot better playing the Chargers than playing the goddamn Bills because for some odd friggin' reason, every Bills fan wanted to play us in the playoffs for the first round. I did not want that, honestly, but the Chargers I will definitely take. I I feel like this is a different matchup really for us. We don't really play the Chargers all that much, really. I think it's like every like 2 or 3 seasons we play the Chargers. So it's always nice to see at least something a little different. And I actually really like this Chargers team right now. Um, I know they had everyone benched in the last game, which I will be talking about soon anyway. But yeah, I would definitely rather have the Chargers than the friggin' Bills right now in the playoffs. And I do believe the Jaguars have to play the Bills if I'm not mistaken. I think I have the thing on here on my phone. Let me see real quick. Green screen. Uh Playoff thing. Oh yeah, there it is. Um oh, you can't see it, but I do think it is the Bills because we have the Monday game down here, which obviously we have the Steelers playing the Texans. Um, New England has the okay, okay, yeah. Someone said they do, so I will take that. Also, I'm gonna just show you guys real quick, just because I really want to. This is only my second year doing fantasy football, and I actually got the championship, so that's nice. I am a Birds fan. To be completely honest, is that I'm gonna assume that's Eagles because I know a lot of Eagles call themselves the Birds, but I do know some other fans will call their team the Birds just because obviously there's so many goddamn bird teams in the NFL and there's so many goddamn cat teams in the NFL that I don't even know why is there so many goddamn animals. Um, all right, so we were just at the Giants and the Cowboys. Uh, you think we're running back? To be completely honest, I am not. I'm not exactly too sure. I don't know exactly who I had going to the Super Bowl in my predictions video when, like before the season started, but I think you guys were probably in it as like one of the teams that I would definitely see in the Super Bowl. So I'll just say, yeah, I could see you guys getting back to the Super Bowl. Not too sure if you guys will win it or not, but definitely will be back in it at either this year or probably next year. Obviously, this season's been so weird we don't fucking know anything. But the next game, uh oh, is that can't hear you good or can hear you good? I'm not too sure. I know sometimes this microphone is kind of weird, so it like kind of like lowers its volume by itself and then it goes back up. It's super weird. It also could be just the way I'm talking at points. But anyway, Rams and Cardinals. The Rams win this one 37-20. They probably wish that they had the number 1 seed, but they do not. And to be completely honest, this was a game that I definitely thought was going to happen exactly how it did. The Rams, they obviously just handled business. Obviously, Matthew Stafford had way better of a game than last week, and he's definitely going to win MVP. Uh, he's definitely going to win MVP. I can't lie. I'm not one of those Patriots fans that was saying that Drake May was going to be MVP all season because obviously um he's a second year quarterback. I'm not going to overhype him like that. We just saw him play really good this season, and that's really about it. We could have got the number 2 seed because the Bears lost, and if the Eagles won, we could have played Green Bay. Yeah, that is true. Also, at one point, I did see you guys in the 1 seed. I think that was like a week or two before the Bears got up there or something. I think that's what I was referring to was when you're up at number 1 around that time. Friggin' I really want you guys to actually have the number 1 seed, to be completely honest. I will say that. The bottom of my heart. I wanted the Rams to have the number 1 seed in the NFC, but that didn't happen. And I'm upset about it, actually. I'm actually upset about it. But can't really complain at this point. Obviously, all the games happened. But we're now going to get into the next one. And this one is actually pretty damn funny. Chiefs and Raiders. Raiders win this one 14-12. And yeah, I don't think I'm talking too much about this game because holy shit, was this one a stinker? Um Obviously these teams were just not I don't know. I don't know if the Raiders would have lost this game if they knew that they still needed to lose it to get the number 1 pick. And by the way, the Raiders' last number 1 overall pick was Jamarcus Russell. So I do not really have faith in the Raiders picking that number 1 overall right now. Even though that Jamarcus Russell one was like, Jesus Christ, like 15 years ago or something like that at this point. I am not even too sure. But the Raiders, they did get the win. Obviously, they did already have the number 1 overall spot when they actually uh started this game. So they could have won, lost, and still had that friggin' thing. They could have even tied it. They could have even tied it, and they still would have had the number one overall pick. But yeah, that game was just really a nothing game at all. Uh, Chiefs fans, they're just, I guess, looking forward to next season. I do also think the Chiefs have the number ninth spot in the draft as well, if I'm not mistaken. If anyone knows, like right off the top of their head, would you let me know if they have the number nine spot, the Chiefs, in the draft? I think they do, but I can't exactly remember off the top of my head. Um, but anyway, we're gonna go to the next game, which is actually Commanders and Eagles. The Commanders win this one 24-17. I know Saquon Barkley didn't play in this game. I had him on my fantasy, and yeah, he didn't do anything at all. I knew for like maybe, I think it was like since last Tuesday he wasn't gonna play because on ESPN it literally said he was gonna have 0.00 points. So yeah, I knew he wasn't playing in that one. But the Commanders, they actually got the win here, 24-17. And all I'm thinking about right now for the Commanders is what the hell is going to happen to them during this offseason? I want to see what they do because this team is fucking old. They're old, man. And they need to get some younger guys. They really need to get some younger guys in there. And for the Eagles, obviously, they were just like they didn't really need to play their starters at all, so that's why you didn't really see that many starters playing. But yeah, Commanders, they got the win. Can't really do anything about that when you have your backups in and everything. Like the Eagles did, just because they already had a playoff spot. So I don't know. Yeah, I was wondering why most of their starters were not playing. Uh, is that for most of the game or for in most of their games? That I don't know because because for the Eagles they had I know Saquon was out. It didn't He didn't have any injury designation. He literally was just out. Yeah, and like the last 2 weeks they've been playing, I think, like a lot of their backups just because they already claimed that. Plus, they did claim the NFC East title, so I believe that's also another reason. Like instead of Geno Smith, it was Kenny Pickett. Yeah, I don't know. I that that one I don't know. Patriots suck. Miami is better. Tell that to the scoreboard last night. But anyway, the next game we have here is, oh, look at that. The Patriots and the Dolphins. The Patriots win 38-10. Ha. I love how that guy got in here just as soon as I was about to say it. The evil empire is back in the NFL. Well, not back in the NFL, but back in the playoffs. I could have just said NFL playoffs. But pretty pretty decently close game at halftime, I will say that. And then I'm gonna grab the jersey that I put on right before the Jalen Hawkins interception because I think this thing has powers. I really do think this thing has powers. This is the jersey that I put on a minute before the Jalen Hawkins interception. that led to the Patriots just completely blowing out the Dolphins in the second half. I love this jersey right now. I got it for Christmas. I wore it for 2 weeks in a row. We blew out the. We absolutely belt to ass two teams in a row. I'm happy about it. And by the way, the guy that just mentioned the Lions, do not worry. That game is actually next after I mentioned a few more things about this Patriots game. Holy shit, Ramondre Stevenson. Huh. I wasn't expecting 130 something yards from him and two touchdowns. And then also friggin' Travion Henderson, which is probably one of my favorite rookies on the Patriots right now, other than Will Campbell. He had two touchdowns as well. And by the way, he actually almost has um I don't give a shit about the allegations with Diggs. He got 1,000 yards. I don't care about that shit until he goes to court. Okay? I'm not talking about that. But anyway, yeah, Ramondre, yeah, D tackle, buddy. The fuck are you on, my guy? He says allegations with Diggs and then D tackle. Where did you get that from? Are you talking about the other Patriots player that also has the thing on him? But I'm also not going to talk about that because his stuff is not until February. And why would I give a shit about it right now? We're in the playoffs. All I care about right now is the playoffs. So if you're just going to try to, you're just going to, if you're just going to try to say everything about that, it's not really going to work, dude. And also, I love how it keeps on making you say Bubby and not Buddy. Ha ha. What is your was my favorite football player? Obviously, the goat right there of the New England Patriots, Thomas Brady. But also I do really like Ben Coates. Uh by the way, Ben Coates is from the 90s. He was a very nice player. Drake May is poop. Well, guess what? The Dolphins quarterback was even more poop, and he got benched. And by the way, Drake May is definitely not poop because he had a better season than how he did last season. And also, if you're going to say anything about, oh, easy schedule, they don't fucking pick their fucking opponents, you dumb fucks. Are new quarterbacks better? Um, I feel like Quinn Ewers right now is actually a better quarterback than Tua because he actually I don't see many things wrong with Quinn actually. I really don't. I actually do hope Quinn Ewers stays with the Dolphins. I actually really do. Uh and this is not me actually like saying that they would suck with him or anything. I actually do really like I actually really do like him. Well, I do like yeah, I like Quinn Ewers. Fernando Mendoza is better than Mr. Poop. Huh. I don't even know who that is. I guess that's a soccer player. But guess what? Who gives a shit about soccer? Not me. Because who likes that foot fairy stuff? Lions and Bears. The Lions winning this one 19-16 in their last game of the season. And to be completely honest, I feel like the Bears should have won that, but it's whatever. He's saying Drake May is poop, but he's winning MVP. I don't know if he's gonna win MVP after what Matthew Stafford did last night. And I'm a Patriots fan myself. I know Drake May does have more rushing touchdowns and stuff and more rushing yards, but yeah. Fernando is the Heisman winner. Eh. Heisman winners over Super Bowl winners or guys that are is he better than Josh and Drake? Were you trying to mean Drake and Josh like the show because I know how it says that. I don't fucking really know. You not win Super Bowl, bud. But I mean, we won 6 already, and that was before friggin' Drake May and all this. Friggin' it. I don't really care about what this guy always on the water is saying. Friggin' all he's doing is just being a hater. All he's doing is just being a hater. Um, I mean, you can literally say friggin' the same thing with the Broncos quarterback because they had a pretty damn easy schedule too, and they've only been winning by like one score. It wasn't even. It wasn't even 10 years ago, you dumbass. It was like 6. And bro's stuttering. It's fucking cold in Massachusetts. What do you expect? But the Broncos, they got the win 19-3. They did what they needed to do. They got the win. They got the number 1 seed in the AFC. And yeah, I like this game. I kind of wish that the Chargers had their players in, but I don't care. Yeah, you don't think the Heat's on it? The Heat's not on. Jets and Bills. The Bills win 35-8. Just a belt to ass. Complete belt to ass. That's all I'm gonna say for this one. And we did already mention the Ravens and Steelers game actually earlier. This guy's been under a rock for the last 5 years, and now they doing good. He got a podcast. This isn't even a podcast. I haven't even started my own podcast yet. I just went live because I'm doing my. I usually do a weekly friggin' recap for sports. The Heat. It's not because there's no heat. The Heat's just not on right now. I can tell that fucking this guy's just being an asshole just to be an asshole. But car guy Griff, it's not that friggin' it's not that we've been under a rock for 5 years or this guy's been under a rock for the past 5 years. I've been here for the last 3. I haven't even I haven't even friggin' been doing this for the past 5 years. I've only been doing this for 3. And you know, can't really do much when your team is going 4-13 for 2 seasons. I mean, obviously, you literally saw me post videos about it. I didn't give a shit. Miami already has a Texas QB. What would they need a IU QB? They even have an Alabama QB who sucks like shit. I I like how this guy, always on the water, comes in here, talks shit, and then starts fucking bullying me for no reason. No reason. Why is it? Because he's a Dolphins fan? You turn on the heat for me, bitch. Call me a little bro. What did the friggin' Jaguars win in the last friggin' 15 years or anything? Yeah, you just gotta do it when friggin' people are talking shit. They never won. Yeah, exactly. Broncos beat Pats to advance to Super Bowl and play the Panthers 2015 rematch. Honestly, swap meet, I would not be mad at that because I would actually like to see that rematch. Also, I would love to see friggin' Bryce Young try to friggin' do the same thing as what friggin' Cam Newton did again because that would be funny as shit. And if they can do it in the Super Bowl, that would be even funnier. We winning the Super Bowl. I mean, Jaguars do have a good chance to do it. I can say that. I can definitely say that. But yeah, we got through all the games. Now all we have to do is just wait for the playoffs. And I can tell you, this playoff, uh, at least this wild card round, hopefully it's going to be a fun one. I know I got a little bit off topic at times because there was a guy in here that was not really giving me the best of time, but it's whatever at this point. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna blow I'm just gonna blow that over there. Just off like the wind, motherfucker. 49ers are beating the Eagles. Huh. Okay. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'll just let you guys go through that one. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. The Texans, they have a pretty decent defense, I would say that. Lost to the Seahawks. Dude, I'm just gonna read what's happening because this is actually fucking hilarious. Good game against Miami Dolphins and Patriots. You guys beat us this year, and we beat you guys last year. At least this guy, Dakota, at least he's like an actual like he's nice, dude. He said, "Good game against Miami Dolphins and Patriots. You guys beat us this year, and we beat you guys last year." That's the type of fan that I would love to see in my chats all the time. Not like that. That's the type of fan that I love to see. Um, WSG. Let's not talk about 2023. Seahawks have a chance. Lost to the Seahawks. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Seahawks talk in there. I guess yo New England fans, us Bills fans will see you on the turf in playoffs. Well, that depends on if you get past the Jaguars. And that's also if we get past the friggin' Chargers too. We have a real shot to either show everyone that we actually mean fucking business or like people are gonna say stuff about us, even though honestly we had a better year than what we had last year. You can't even really be mad at it at this point. A lot of people were thinking we were going to have like an 8-9 season. Easy target. We beat the Jets. We beat New England. We will whoop you guys again. But also, the Patriots beat you guys in your house. So, I don't know. I don't know. You're talking about the Bills and Patriots, right, Chris? Because when we played a few weeks ago, the Bills won, but earlier in the season we did win against you guys at home. Well, in your house, not in Gillette Stadium. Also, always on the water, Jags and Patriots would not be able to happen in the Super Bowl. The last game that would be able to be played is the AFC Championship game because both teams are AFC. So we would have to play each other in the AFC Championship game to see who would go to the Super Bowl. So that's what that is. Um, but for anyone that cares about like prediction scores or anything, this was my final prediction score for the regular season. I will keep on doing this into the playoffs and everything, just for like like the whole season. But just for the regular season, I got 169 correct out of the 272 games. Well, out of like whatever, how many there are in 18 weeks. I know there's only 13 games left, but 169 to 102 to 1. I think that's pretty damn good. Yeah, first time this playoff. He said he's ready. I can tell you, you guys are playing the Jaguars and not the Patriots because the Patriots have to play the Chargers first. And honestly, if we get eliminated by the Chargers, I wouldn't even be mad at it. Friggin', we no one expected the Patriots to be anywhere near where we are this year. So literally anything that happens at this point, I will be happy with. Like even if we lose in the first round, at least I can say that the Patriots had improvement. That's literally that's literally the only thing I can say at this point. Sorry, I just had a burp because of my coffee. Holy shit. But yeah. Always nope you talking, Ron. The Bills will whoop the Jaguars. I kind of want to see where this one goes. Cap. A big in all caps too. Oh wow, it's getting smaller. Went from all caps to one capital to no caps. We are coming in hot this season. I'm just reading this chat at this point. I want to see where this goes. You just mad we got T Law. I really do want to see where this goes, dude. This is just beautiful. In our state, Indianapolis Colts is going downhill. I mean, you guys are keeping was it Shane Steichen, and there was another guy too that you guys kept. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but I think it might have been the GM, if I'm not mistaken. Also, God bless you too, my man. Who is that? Rico Geeked. So, God bless you too, my brother. Miami Dolphins is my first favorite team. Oh, okay. Okay. I really do hope Miami gets better next season. Um, Obviously, not too sure really what's going to happen with the team during the off season, but I do hope everything goes well for them. But I do always say for a lot for a lot of these videos, I do not like to talk shit about really any NFL team. I do really hope everyone succeeds. I'm just one of those types of people that actually would rather see people succeed than go through failure just because it sucks to see people go through that type of stuff. So I'm one of those guys that are like, hey, I hope you guys get better next season. Like I'm kind of just like that. Um, I just like to be friggin' nice to a lot of people, but when people say things about like my team or how I look, I'm gonna protect myself. It's just how I am. But no hard feelings for the guy earlier. I know he was just trying to get under my skin, but it happens. It happens. Can't really be mad at it at this point. Just it's just banter. If it was stuff like friggin' death threats and stuff, then I'd be like, yeah, fuck that shit. I have gotten one of those before on a YouTube video just because I got someone's name wrong. And it was like some New York Yankees fan or something for a video that was for a Cleveland guy. You're good, bro. It's all fun. Football talk. Keep up the great work. Hey, Packers gamer. I like that. I like seeing Packers fan in here. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I know Tom Grossi and Brandon Perna are gonna be doing their week 18 recap actually in a few minutes. So I'm probably gonna catch that. Also probably gonna take a shower before I go to work and everything. But thank you everyone for joining here. Drake May is Drake May is doing it, dude. I wish he could win MVP, but I really don't think he will. And that's from a Patriots fan. T Law, you too, brother. All right, everyone. I will see you all on Wednesday with my predictions video for the wild card round for the playoffs. You guys might also see another stream for maybe just like during the week, might just be like a random Q&A or something. So if you guys want to join in on that, you guys can. So anyway, hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, do really whatever you want to do. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. See you around.